Good morning to everyone. I am Mabzan. Now I am tell you about hysteresis loop. Hysteresis behavior. In hysteresis behavior, we have introduction, axis of the curve, process of magnetization, why it is called hysteresis, applications, hysteresis lost, and conclusion. Introduction. Hysteresis. The hysteresis means lagging of magnetic induction B behind the applied magnetic intensity H is called hysteresis. Hysteresis. Axis of the curve. On x-axis we take magnetic field strength H. On y-axis we take magnetic flux density B. Process of magnetization. In hysteresis behavior, point O represents initially unmagnetized sample B equals to 0 and H equals to 0. As H is increased in the path OA and saturated at point A. Now H is decreased, then B also decreases, but does not follow the actual path OA, and it takes another point AB. Thus B is lags behind H. The magnetic induction remaining in the sample in the absence of magnetic intensity H is known as residual magnetism. The power of sample is known as remanence or retentivity. If the magnetic intensity H is increased in the negative direction, then the value of B further decreases and becomes 0 at C. The magnetic intensity H is required to destroy residual magnetism is called coercivity field. If H is increased beyond OC, then the sample is magnetized in reverse direction. Magnetism. When we increase a magnetic field on a piece of iron, its magnetization rises. When we decrease the field, the magnetization does not retrace the same curve. It remains magnetized. This loop-like behavior is a hysteresis curve. Thermostat or heating system. A heater turns on at one temperature, that means 18 degrees Celsius, and turns off at another temperature, 20 degrees Celsius. The on or off state depends on past temperature, preventing rapid toggling. Materials under stress. Rubber or metals deform differently when loading versus unloading due to internal friction or structural changes. Economics and social systems. Unemployment can remain high even after a recession ends because of long-term effects like skill loss, another form of hysteresis. Key characteristics. Path dependence, memory effect, loop behavior. Path dependence. Output depends on the trajectory, not just the current state. Memory effect. The system carries some internal state linked to past inputs. Loop behavior often show as loops on input or output graphs. Why it is called hysteresis? It is called hysteresis because the flux density B does not follow the same path. When the magnetized magnetic field H is removed, there is a lag between B and H is called hysteresis. So we conclude that we called it is hysteresis because the lagging of B behind H is called hysteresis. Applications. It is used for finding soft and hard materials like soft iron and hard steel. Soft iron. It has small area loop. It is used for transformers, relays, motors, and etc. Hard steel. Large area loop. It has large area compared to soft iron materials. It is used for permanent materials. Hysteresis loss. We call it is hysteresis loss because the energy lost per one cycle due to the repeated magnetization and demagnetization is called hysteresis loss. It is equal to the area of hysteresis loop. That means the curve A, B, C, D, E, F is called hysteresis loss. Hysteresis curve. The conclusion. The hysteresis curve tells how magnetic materials behave when magnetized and demagnetized. It helps in selecting suitable material for electrical machines, permanent magnets, and transformer codes, relays, motors, and etc. Thank you.